All right, guys, reviews and more, back with another unisex fragrance review from Lattafa right there. And this one, again, Burlington Coat Factory, got the hookup, had a ton of stuff there, lots and lots of Lattafa and other Middle Eastern brands. And this is an older perfume. This is Maahir. This is not Maahir Legacy, it's not Maahir Black Edition, this is the original Maahir. So this is a unisex fragrance. I'll go ahead and start unboxing it. Again, 25 bucks is how much it costs online for 100 ml Eau de Parfum. So good price point for what you're getting. Obviously the presentation's pretty nice considering it's a very, very inexpensive sub $30 perfume. Take the little cover off and then you get this little kind of like door situation. It opens up, got a little bow wrapped clear bottle. The other two bottles, one's black and one is silver. Obviously that's the Maahir Legacy that's silver, but then this one's kind of clear with a gold horse head. Very cool, kind of like a velvety cover there. Again, Lattafa, a lot of their stuff comes in what is almost like a gift wrap. So let's go ahead and get this thing out of here, get it out of this little coffin of awesomeness. All right, so there it is. Throw that to the side. Here we go. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see a little more up close. Very nice, pretty standard. All the piece parts are the same as the other two editions, just different color. Metal cap, very nice, glass bottle. See the juice on the inside. So what's in this thing? So top notes are red berries, peach Bellini, according to Lattafa.com. Bergamot. The middle notes are a lot of florals, jasmine, peony, red lily. So some white kind of powdery florals in there. And then finally the base notes are sandalwood, vanilla flower, and musk. And not vanilla, but vanilla flower. So we're looking at a very, very powdery dry down. So if you like powdery stuff, this might be good for you. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what we can get out of this thing as far as the fragrance as a total. I'll spray it on paper in just a moment. Now I'm gonna be legit. I did not get this fragrance because I saw the profile online. I was like, oh, I'm gonna love this. This is right up my alley. I got it, honest to God, because I have the other two of these and I just wanted them to be in my case lined up and it'd be like gold, black, and silver. So if I don't like this, it's not my fault. I really just got it for the bottle. But if I do like it, hey, that's just kind of a bonus. But yeah, here's the paper I sprayed it on. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not getting a whole lot of fragrance out of this. I don't know if it's just that it's not drying down. I got a little whiff of like the florals at first. I don't know if I just went dead nose like inside of 2 minutes. Very strange. I can't pick up a lot. I'm gonna try it on the skin. I might regret this because I might hate the smell and I gotta take a shower, but we're gonna find out. Let's see how this works out for us. Maybe the paper just isn't letting the fragrance do what the fragrance needs to do because it's absorbing it. I'll smell some coffee just to get everything else out of my nose. All right, coffee smell achieved. Okay. All right, I can smell it, but I'm gonna be real with you. It's not terribly strong in any way, and it's definitely not it's not sweet in any way. When you put peach, in particular, they put online peach Bellini. I don't think of peach Bellini as being like a dry peach. I think of it like, oh, like a sugary peach drink, like an alcoholic drink. Yeah, this is not a safe, first off, not a safe blind buy. That's my first thing. And I just can't get the fragrance. I can't pull it out. It's like I can smell it. It's got like a leather smell to it, like fresh leather, but that's not anywhere in the notes. Online, on Lattafa, on Fragrantica, nothing. I can't find anything that would give me this kind of result. That's where I'm like, did I grab the right one? Am I looking at the right one online? Yep, everything else is correct. Even the bottle's correct. I got it from a reputable source. I mean, online it says here includes berries, peach Bellini, and bergamot in the opening, followed by peony, pink lily, and jasmine in the middle. And then the base is velvety, kind of powdery, do the accords of sandalwood, musk, and vanilla blossom. Not vanilla, vanilla blossom. But I'm gonna be real with you, it's a very sharp, kind of acrid opening. There's a little bit of citrus in there from the bergamot, but I'm not getting peach at all. And I'm trying to find the peach in this. I don't know if my nose is dead. I don't know what happened. Maybe I got some kind of illness, but I didn't have it 30 minutes ago when I was smelling other stuff. So, but yeah, this is kind of disappointing so far. I'm not super thrilled with it. It looks like it'll be good on the shelf. I don't know what's going on with this fragrance. I mean, I kind of get a little bit of sandalwood. It's a very dry, there's no sweetness to this at all. I was kind of expecting something a little bit sweet. Not super sweet, but just a little bit, especially since it's marketed as being unisex. I was like, oh, maybe it's got a little bit of sweet kind of kick to it. So far, that's not happening. It's just kind of... So far, I would not wear this independently. I wouldn't be like, ooh, let me put that on today. This is not a great fragrance overall. Kind of disappointed. Again, looking at the top notes of red berries, peach, and bergamot, I got a little bit of that bergamot. I didn't get any peach. Peach to me is a sweet smell. And in particular, on Lattafa.com, it's peach Bellini. So we're not even talking about like a peach just by itself. We're talking about a peach drink, which is supposed to be sugary and sweet smelling. Jasmine, peony, red lily. I could smell the peony when I first sprayed it, and the jasmine in particular was a little bit stronger. But that was just kind of the initial like waft of powdery florals hitting you. But all right, I'm just gonna go for broke. Maybe it's just an issue of volume. My wife's gonna kill me. Bop, bop, bop. All right, 3 sprays on one arm, overloading the area, just trying to get something out of this that is not, so far, just a mixture of denatured alcohol and hatred. I'll waft it in my general direction here. I mean, there's a little bit of bergamot, but man, there's really nothing else in that opening. And if there is, it's not strong. You can hear me sniff on the microphone. This is not great. I mean, the projection's pretty strong. Whatever smell does come out, it's pretty strong in my opinion, but holy cow, it's just not. The other two are better, even though Black Edition is really a niche, like kind of group of people are going to like that. At least it's well done and it projects and has a fragrance that's very easily to distill and understand. This one I'm getting some light florals in there maybe, but overall that opening is just garbage. It's just a little bit of bergamot, and then I'm getting more of the denatured alcohol smell than anything else. So not a safe blind buy. That's the first things first. I'm gonna check back in, let the dry down kind of happen, and see what we end up with. All right, so we're back. The dry down on my wrist has occurred, and it's still not a safe blind buy for me, at least. It ends up being just kind of a generic. Those florals altogether kind of make it like a generic rose with sandalwood. I mean, it's really feminine. I don't see it in a masculine setting for anything. You get kind of this musky sandalwood dry down, but the rose scent is very, if you like rose kind of smells, even though the note officially is peony and jasmine, like you'll be fine, but this ain't me. I'm keeping it for the bottle, so I have all 3, but yeah, no, this juice is not worth the squeeze for me. I'm trying to find something redeeming about it. I mean, the sandalwood's not bad. It's just that it's kind of overpowered by all these like really, really rose-centric kind of florals. You get some musk, and again, the vanilla flower. It's all very powdery kind of finish. So it's very powdery. It doesn't really smell clean. And that's partially because that opening note, God, that opening note was terrible. I really thought I was going to enjoy like a peach kind of sweet opening that would kind of dry down to something kind of masculine with that sandalwood, but that's not what happened. I got some really bitter bergamot in the opening, and then I got some florals that turned out to be more like rose than like any of the individual like red lily, peony, and jasmine that's listed on their website. And the dry down does have sandalwood. There is vanilla, and there's a little bit of musk in there, but it's not terribly sweet, and it's really overpowered by those florals. So if you like rose and florals, you'll probably be okay with this. But for me, this is not a safe blind buy. I would not buy this again, but for the bottle. And so I have all 3. I just happened to get Maahir Black Edition one day. I saw it, picked it up. Then I saw Legacy about a month later, grabbed it, and then this one popped up a week later. I was like, well, I gotta have all 3. That's why I have this. I don't have it because I like it. Even the note breakdown, I thought had some potential with that peach Bellini opening in the sandalwood. I like sandalwood. And I like vanilla. I thought that'd be nice, but it's really not what I'm getting out of this. And I'm honestly, after this video's over, I'm taking a shower. I'm not impressed. But yeah, 25 bucks. If rose and vanilla and a really kind of garbo opening is your thing, grab this. It's just not a terribly safe blind buy.